Welcome to yet another video. In this video we are going to provide solutions for the 2025 final examination. This is paper 3. Now let's go straight to working. Well, question 1, the standard question, will require you to just put it on a calculator and just write the answer there. Now the trick here is this power 2 here, this number. What does that number mean? When we're talking about sine theta, what does that actually mean? Let's check something, just 1 second. Now, for one to understand clearly, for one to accurately put in something in a calculator, they need to first understand what they are dealing with. So now we have the arcsine of the sequence. We're looking for an angle, and there is that power 2. Question is the power 2 affecting what's in brackets or the whole answer after the operation arcsine? Not sure if that is clear. Now let's see. We have something saying arcsine of a cube root of 0.9 squared. Now the question is, if this is the case, these two, does it affect only this number in brackets, or does it affect everything? Now for trigonometric functions, if this were to affect everything, that is the answer after doing the arcsine, these two are going to be here. Now where that 2 is placed, it simply means that this is affecting only what is in brackets there. So the best way to put this one in your calculator and get the correct answer is by saying, first to the cube root of 0.9, and then if you get the answer, square it. And then after getting the answer, then do the second function. That means first things first, cube root 0.9. What's the answer for the cube root of 0.9? This is approximately 0.965489. 3846. Then square that, the cube root of 0.9 squared. It's giving me 0.9321697518. Then from there, then you can then apply the second, or rather the arcsine. then this is going to give you a 68 point. So the answer here from the calculator is 68.77560.580, and then just put it here, correct to one decimal place as 68.8 degrees. That's the correct answer for this question. Now if you just take your calculator and put it as it is, you're going to get something that is like 74 squared, which is a very big number. Which is not correct. That's not it. In this case, we are looking for an angle. Let's check the second question. Now the ratio of girls to boys. The ratio of girls to boys in a class, this is 8:7. Now you are required to express the number of girls as a percentage of the class. Now expressing the number of girls, how many girls do we have there? They are of the ratio 8. And then the total number of learners we have there, it's 8 plus 7, which will give me 15. So it's actually 8/15. Then multiply this one by 100. You're going to get the answer. 8/15 times 100. The answer is 53.3 recurring. So this is equals to 53.3 recurring, and then which is approximately 53.3%. Is the correct answer for this question. Next question now. We're dealing with vectors here. Now on the grid, you are required to draw vector AB. And then you are given what is AB. Now, first things first, you need to first understand what is vector A. So what is vector A? The starting point. That's always key. The starting point is here. Now from here, you're going down. And then to extract the magnitude, or rather a vector, you need to start from the starting point and then move horizontally, then vertically. So moving horizontal first, you are moving in that direction, and that's the negative direction. Then from there, move down. So still it's the negative direction. How many units is this one? That's -1, because it's going back. And this one, it's a -2, because you're going down. So your vector A, it's -1, -1. It's -1, -2. And then what is vector B? Now vector B, we are moving horizontally first from the starting point, and the starting point is down here to this one. Now moving horizontally, there's 2 units of vector, there's 2 units, and then going up there, you are getting that's 2 units, and still it's positive as you're moving to the right and upwards. Now that's your 2 vectors. Now let's try to find the solution for this one. We are having 2A plus B. Now having that 2A plus B, let's try to simplify. Now let's remember that what was vector A? Our vector A, this one was -1, -2, and then vector B was 2, 2. So to find vector AB, we need to substitute 2 into vector A, -1, -2, plus vector B, it's this one here, 2, 2. And then from there, what do we get? If you are multiplying a matrix by a scalar, you are going to multiply inside each of the entries inside there. Now the entries, 2 multiplying -1, that's a -2. 2 multiplying a -2, that's a -4. Plus 2, 2. Now let's look at this one closely. Now we are adding vectors. When you are adding vectors, you just add the corresponding entries. This is entry 1, 1. This is entry 1, 1. So this plus this. -2 plus +2. The answer is 0. Then the next one is -4 plus 2. So that answer is -2. So vector AB simply means that you will move 0 units horizontally and then 2 units down. Let's just draw that vector. Let's just draw it. Now from here, move 0 units horizontally. We are not moving that direction, but rather we are moving -2 units, which means 2 units down. That's the vector. Okay, maybe let me try drawing it with an arrow like that, and this point here is B. Well, that was vector AB. Now we need to find CD. Let's find CD. Now, from what we given here, we can see vector CD moving horizontally first. How many units? 1, 2, 3 units. So your vector CD, it's 3 units horizontally, and then going up, how many units going up? It's 1, 2 units. Positive, positive. Now try to deal with it. Try to deal with this one. All right. So we have CD B 3, 2. And now this is equals to H, which is a scalar that we don't know, multiplied by A. Just remember that A, it's this vector here. So from here, moving this direction, that's -1, down -2. So -1, -2 plus K times B. What was vector B? From here, 1, 2. That's 2 units to the right, 1, 2, 2 units up. So that's +2, +2. The rest is just simplifying this thing. So basically here, what do we have? Maybe let me start writing up there. Maybe 3, 2 being equals to the H times -1, that's a negative H. H times -2, that's -2H. Then plus The k times 2, that's 2k. The k times 2, that's 2k. Then from there, we are adding vectors. Just add the corresponding entries. 3, 2. This now is equals to minus or a negative h plus 2k. And then this one here is negative 2h plus 2k. Now we have a matrix there with the same order. This is a 2 by 1, 2 by 1. So this should be equals to this, and similarly this should be equals to that. Then solve those two simultaneously. Let's do just that. Maybe let's start with, it doesn't matter, this one. 3 is equals to negative h plus 2k, and then 2 is equals to negative 2h plus 2k. Now given the fact that these two have the same coefficients, so we can easily eliminate k by subtracting the two equations, because these signs are both positive, they have the same signs there. Now eliminating k, 3 minus 2, that's 1. This is equals to negative h minus negative 2. This is giving me a positive h. This one is gone because they are equal to k minus 2 is 0. So we now have the value of h being 1. What we need to calculate next is the value of k. Now, given the fact that we know the value of h, you can substitute on any of these two equations to find the value of k. Let's use the first one. 3 is equals to negative h, it's 1, plus 2k. Now taking this to the other side, that means before that, let's say this is negative times 1, that's negative 1 plus 2k. And then taking this to the other side, or simply adding 1 on both sides, this one is gone. Then you are left with 3 plus 1, giving you 4 is equals to 2k. Then to solve for k, you divide both sides by 2, then your k is equals to 2. Now that we have successfully solved that matrix, or rather vector question, let's move on to question number 4. Now what question number 4 is looking for, maybe it's not clear. It says the equation of a line is y is equals to mx being equals to 5. Y minus mx is equals to 5. The line passes through 2, 9. So to find the value of m, because y and x are known to be 2 and 9, you can just substitute that coordinate there. Then easily write the equation in standard form and extract both the gradient and the y-intercept. Let's just do just that. Just the quick one. Maybe let's try to substitute y minus mx is equals to 5. Substituting this coordinate into this equation. This is x, this is y, so y is 9 minus mx is 2. This is equals to 5. Solve for m. This is means that 9 minus 2 times m, it's 2m, is equals to 5. What we can simply do here, we can subtract 9 from both sides of the equation, so that this side, the 9 gets cancelled out. Then you are left with your 2m being equals to 5 minus 9, it's a negative 4. Sorry, this one is will be negative 2. Then divide this by negative 2. Then your m is equals to 2. This is the gradient. So in other words, this equation should be y minus m is now 2. X is equals to 5. In standard form, remember, it's supposed to be y is equals to mx plus c, which means this guy should go to the other side, so y remains the subject. So you just need to say plus 2x, so that this side is gone. Then you are left with y being equals to 5 plus 2x, that's a 2x plus 5. Gradient, it's here 2. Y-intercept, it's here 0,5, or simply 5. And then just take these 3 marks. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 5. You are given vector OA being 3, 7 and vector AB being 5, 3. You are required to write OB as a column vector. Now, what do we know? We know that vector AB is equals to B, the position vector B, which can be written as your OB, minus the position vector A, which it can be written as OA. So basically, that's what we need to substitute there. AB, we already know, is this guy here, 5, 3. This is equals to, what is OB? OB is what we're looking for. This is minus OA, it's given 3, 7. Then take this to the other side. Then you will have your OB being equals to 5, 3 plus 3, 7. And now this will go adding the corresponding entries. That's 5 plus 3 giving me 8, 3 plus 7 giving me 10. And basically that's your answer, 8, 10. Take the 2 marks there. Next question. The next question here is on functions. You are given h of x plus 14 is equal to that. Let's make h of x the subject. H of x is equal to, then take this guy to the other side, x plus 36 minus the 14 there. And then 36 minus 14, that is going to give me a 22. So basically, this is now your h of x. Now, how do we find the inverse? There are 3 steps. Replace this one with y. Y is equals to x minus 22. Interchanging x and y, you're having x is equals to y minus 22. By interchanging, we mean that you are swapping. Where there is x, you put y. Where there is y, you put x. They are interchanging. So this one we replaced. This one we interchange. The last part is just to make y the subject. So making y the subject, we just need to remove this 22 by saying adding 22 on both sides of the equation. This one is gone. Then you have your y is equals to x plus 20. So now this is your inverse of h, which is x plus 22. Now, what was the question requiring us? The inverse of h inverse 2. So where there is x, now it should be 2. So it's h inverse 2. This is equals to, instead of x, I'm putting 2 plus 22. And this is giving me nothing but 24. I hope you are following. Let's move on to the next question. Come back here. go to question number 7. The bar chart represent the shoe size of 25 learners. 25 learners shoe size. The sizes range from 1 to 6. Now complete the bar chart to show the bar for size number 5. So in order for us to find the bar for number 5, we need to first know the frequency there. We'll calculate that in a moment, but now let's argue on something. Is this a bar chart or a histogram? Bar chart, what we know is that the bars have spaces in between them, and then once the bars are glued together, what we know is that that's a histogram. So for the purposes of this, let's just ignore that argument. Just assume this is a bar chart because that's what they just told us, that this is a bar chart. Otherwise, this is a histogram because the bars are glued together. Now, let's say, how do we find? We need to find how many learners are not here. So for size number 1, we have a total of 3 learners. For size number 2, we have a total of 2 learners. For size number 3, it's 5 learners. Then size 4, we have 6 learners. Size 5, this one we don't know. And then size 6, we have a total of 6 learners. Let's add all of them to see the answer. So we're having 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6. And then the answer here is going to be the answer is 22. So this is equals to 22. Now from 25, how many learners are remaining? It's just 3. So size 5 has a total of 3 learners. So your size 5 has a total of the 25 learners minus the 22, which is 3 learners here. So this one must go up to 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. So the bar should end here. Like that. That's the bar that was missing there. And then all we need is just taking the marks here. Take these 2 marks as it is. Now next question, you are required to find the median size. Now this is just 25 numbers. So for 25 numbers, that's an odd number. So the middle number is position number 13.5. Is it 13? Position number 13. 12, that's 24. Then position number 13. So what is position number 13? Let's just write this one here like this. Then we will use the formula. Now what's happening here is that we are having 3 ones, 1, and then we're having 2, 2, then we're having 5, 3, then we're having 6, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then we're having 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, then 6, there are 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now the middle number here, it's position number 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So number 13, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is the 13th position. I'm not sure which one is 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's basically this number here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 12 and that's 12. So basically that's the 4. That's the median. So the median is 4. Now, however, this year the question comes with a very big number. Maybe they say this is 100, this is 105, that's 300, that's 750, that's 20. Then you are required to find the median. So you just need to find the median position here first. So what's the median position? So to find the median position, it's n median position. This is equal to 1 over 2. Then you have your n plus 1, where your n now is representing what? The frequency. Your n is representing the frequency. So it's 1 over 2 into the frequency for our, in our case, 25 plus 1. Then that's 26 over 2. It's 13. So the median position is 13. Now that you know that it's 13, come and add these numbers here. More like finding the cumulative frequency. Here is 3. Now 3 plus 2, it's 5. Still I haven't gotten to position number 13. Now 5 plus 5, that's 10. Then plus 6, that's 16, which means 13 is in this group, which is size number 4. Then that's your answer. I'm not sure if that's kind of clear. Now let's move on to the next question, number 8. Question number 8. Now, what is question number 8 requiring from us? The mean of the marks for a history class is 37. The sum of all their marks is 1554. Calculate the number of learners. Now, what we need to understand here is, what is mean? Now, what is mean? So, what we should understand here is the concept of the mean. So, mean, this is equals to the sum divided by the number. So, if you have 5 numbers, add all the 5 numbers, and that's their sum, divide by 5. If you have 100 numbers, add all the 100 numbers. That's the sum, divide by 100. That will give you the mean. Now, in our case, the mean is already there. It's 37. Now, the sum is already there. 1554 divided by n. So, what the question is actually requiring from us is n. So, this is now over 1. This times this, it's giving me 37, and being equals to this times this, that's 1 times 1554. So the answer is 1554 divided by 37. Then n will be equals to 1500. 54 divided by 30, 7n is equals to 42. So basically they were 42. Let us take all these marks now. Next question. You are given the universal set here as the set of natural numbers. Natural numbers are also called the counting. Now, how do you count? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I ever mention then a 0? No. So counting numbers is just 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth, like that. Counting. Now, how do you count? Then Q is, this is the set of even numbers: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Now R is X is such that X is T squared, where T is a positive integer. Now name the type of numbers in set R. So take a positive integer from the set of natural numbers. So basically these numbers and raise them to power 2. You are getting X. So this one to the power 2, it's 1. This one to the power 2, it's 4. This one to the power 2, it's 9. This one to the power 2, it's 16. The next one is 25. The next one is 36, and so forth, like that. Now, what type of numbers are those? So basically, these are square numbers. Like that. Next question from set Q. Already saw that this one are even numbers. How if set Q was now 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 30, like that. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, like that. Okay. So those are odd numbers. These ones are odd. The opposite of even, it's odd. Now list the lowest 3 elements of R not Q. So we want R, the square numbers intersecting not Q, which means that this is odd. We want odd numbers that are square numbers, the first 3. So the first one, from odd numbers we have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, like that. And then from not Q, well, that was not Q, R is these ones. So the first one is 1, the second one is 9, the next one is going to be 20, 25. So that's 1, 9, 20, 25. Now what is this question one? At a meeting there were 25 men. Now the ratio of men to women is 5:4. Now the total number of men and women in a meeting, you are required to find it. Okay, let's see. In a meeting, the ratio of men to women is 5:4. Now, there were 25 men. Then, how many women correspond to that? Using that ratio, this is x cross multiplying, this is 5 times x, giving me 5x being equals to 4 times 25. Divide this by 5. This one is gone. Then your x is equals to this into this. Go 5 times 4 times 5 is 20. So that means we have 20 women and 25 men. So in total we have about 45 people. So that's the answer, 45 people. the combination of men and women. Let's move to the next question. So basically this question, let's come back here. So question number 11. A parallelogram is drawn for you. Now the base of the parallelogram is 11 centimeters long. The slanting side of the parallelogram is 5 centimeters long. Now the area is 44 centimeters. But find the value of W, which is the angle here. Now how do you calculate area of a parallelogram? Because that's where the answer is hidden. How did I even know that this should be linked to area? From the question I'm given area, so I should form an equation that is relating to area for this one. So basically, so for quick writing, let's come back here. So now the area of a parallelogram is equal to the base multiplied by the perpendicular height. Now, so we have in 44 is equal to the base is 11 multiplied by what's the perpendicular height? It is the distance from this line, the base, to that one there, and it's making a 90 degrees, so something like this. That's the height, that's the perpendicular. So we can place it basically anywhere. It can be so long as it forms 90 degrees. It can be here, so long as it forms 90 degrees. Let's say this is h. Putting it there, you can easily calculate it from this triangle. We have an angle, an opposite side, and a hypotenuse. So from this guy here, you saw Toa. We have an angle, opposite, hypotenuse, OH. So we are using sine there. So basically you have sine W is equal to the opposite, it's h, over the hypotenuse here, it's 5. So multiplying by 5 from both sides, you are getting that h is equal to 5 sine W. Now from there, so the perpendicular height, it's actually 5 sine W. So from there you can easily find W by saying this is now 44 being equal to 11 times 5, that's 55 sine W. Now divide both sides by 55, and then you are going to get that your sine W is now equals to 4 over 5, which is this guy simplified, it's 4 over 5. Then your W is now equals to the arc sine. This is very important to write, 4 over 5. Then take your calculator and put that. So your W is going to give you something like 53.1. They reach the still answer, they take all these 3 marks. Now you are given this one, and then find the values of a and b. So to find a, this multiply this times this, so it's 2a times -2, that's a negative 2a, plus a -1 times 5, that's a negative 5. And this is equals to, it corresponds to the first entry there, that's -3. So this is 2a minus 5 is equals to -3. Now taking this guy to the other side, or simply saying plus 5 on both sides, this one is gone. Then you have your 2a is equals to 5 minus 3. It's giving me 2. Divide this by 2. Then your a is 1. Now let's try finding b. B is the last entry, so you should use the last row there. Negative 4 times 2. It's negative 4 times negative 2. The answer is 8. Plus 1 times 5. It's 5. This is equals to b. So b is equals to 8 plus 5, which is 13. So your a 1, b 13. Take all the marks. Let's move on to the next question. Now this question is captioning this one in terms of w. So we are required to find the value of w. Now let's look at this thing. You are given right angled triangles here, and again there is no other angle, so you cannot use SOHCAHTOA. This one is failing because there is no angle there. Then how about this guy here, the Pythagorean theorem? We can use Pythagoras here. So using Pythagoras to find the hypotenuse from this lower triangle, you have 4w squared plus 15 squared. This is equals to the hypotenuse from the upper triangle, that's 9. This side plus that side, 9 squared plus the 5w squared. Then from there it's just solving for w. 4 squared is 16, w squared is w squared, 15 squared, that's 1. Is it 225 or 125? 15 squared, that's 225. 9 squared, that's 81, plus 5 squared, that's 25. W squared, that's 20. That's w squared. Which one is small? This one is small. Let's take it to that side. Minus 16 w squared minus 16 w squared. So that this side is gone. Then let's take this one to the other side. Minus 81. Minus 81. This side is also gone. Now we're having 25 minus 80, 81. The answer is 144 is equals to 25 minus 16. The answer is 9w squared. Divide this by 9. Divide this by 9. Then from there you having w squared being equals to 144 over 9. Just take the square root on both sides. Square root, then your w is equal to, it's supposed to be plus minus, but since we took in distance here, it can be negative, it should be positive, né? And then from there we're having square root 144, that's 12, square root 9, that's 3. So w is definitely equals to 12 divided by 3, which is 4. Just like that. Next question. We're almost done here. Which one? Now I'm closing. So 2p. Now this is your p. So this is 5x over 3 plus q. What is q now? This is q, 7x over 15. Now this one is going to give you, let's multiply this one. We are multiplying a whole number by a fraction. So in doing that, you are just going to multiply it, because the whole number represents a numerator since it's always over 1. Then 5 times 2, that's giving me a 10x over 1 times 3, that's a 3, plus 7x over 15. Now from there, what's the LCD between 3 and 15? It's 15. That's correct. If it's 15, 3 into 15 goes 5 times. Then 5 times the numerator on 3, that's 10x, plus 15 into 15 goes one time. And then 1 multiplied by the numerator on 15, which is 7x. This is now giving me 5 times 10. That's 50x plus. Then 1 times 7, that's a 7x on 15. 50 plus 7, that's 50. 7x over 15. And that's your final answer there. Next question here. It says that y minus x is 3. And then 2m plus y is equals to 5. Write m in terms of x, which means you are required to eliminate y here. So there are many ways. It's either you use the method of elimination, try to treat this as simultaneous equations, then try to apply elimination, or by substitution. Now by eliminating, you are having y minus x is equals to 3, and then here is 2m. Let me start with the y. It's y plus 2m is equals to 5. Now eliminating here, let's subtract, because these signs are the same. Then if minus y minus y, it's gone. Then negative x minus 2m, that's negative x minus 2m. 3 minus 5 is 2. This is equals to, take these guys to the other side. Not all of, let's take 2m to that side and this. If we take 2m, it's plus 2m plus 2m. This side it's gone, you're having minus x is equals to 2 plus 2m. Take this 2 to the other side. Minus 2 minus 2. Then this side it's gone. So you are having a 2m being equals to negative x minus 2. Divide this by 2. Then your m is negative x minus 2 all over 2. That's your answer. Then by substitution, from this equation, let's make y the subject. So y, it's going to be equals to, take this x to the other side, x plus 3. Then take this y and substitute it here into the second equation. So it's 2m plus y, it's x plus 3. This is equals to 5. Now take both these guys to the other side. You are getting 2m is equals to 5 minus 3 minus x. There is some error here. Let's check it. Yes, the error is clear now. 5 minus 3, that's negative. This 2 is negative, so if it's plus, it's plus. Plus here, and then so the answer should be 2 minus x over 2. Let's finish this one. 2m is equal to 5 minus 3, that's 2 minus x over 2. So the m is equals to 2 minus x all over 2, and that's the final answer there. Can we kindly stop at this question? On this video, we are going to continue our discussion from next lesson. on from number 13, 14, then 17, going forward to the next. Thank you for staying tuned up to so far. Stay blessed.